Alright, sweet. Okay, so, right, so, not yesterday, I want to say Monday? Monday, today's Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, pretty sure today's Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, right. So, Monday we played Grixis Bolas to a 3-2 finish, which was pretty sweet. Bolas was awesome when it resolved, and to be fair, we had pretty good matchups for it. We played against Grixis Control twice, we played against Miracles with it. It crushed Miracles, actually, and still did some work, I think, in the final Grixis matchup. I can't really remember. Reanimate was the only matchup where it didn't really do anything, and there was a fifth matchup, and I can't remember what that was against. But all in all, it was pretty good fun. So this is a slightly adapted version of that. So we've cut the anglers, and we do have some Baleful Strixes this time. We're down to 3 Snapcaster Mage. Did you have Bolas in yours as well, Pete? I know you were talking about it in chat. I don't know if you had. Yeah, Bolas is so sweet. This card is very good. I mean, if Miracles can run to Fairy occasionally, it feels like, yeah, well, one-off's probably better. One-off's probably better. But I think, to be fair, as a non-meme point, having a couple of copies just to test it out is probably good, because it means you'll draw it more often. Pitches to Forcible like a boss, nice. But I think like brute forcing a couple of copies is probably worth just to test it out a bit, first of all. But I probably will cut it down to 1 copy at some point, I suppose. Maybe. Maybe. It's so fun. Okay, so what other changes have we got? So we've added into Narset Part Reveals. This card is very good. Should have been in the deck last time, in all honesty. I just didn't really think about it. We've removed the Last Hopes to fit the Veils in. Oh, there's actually 2 Veils now. So you have Liliana the Veil and Narset Part of the Veil. So Veil combo here. 4 hymns, because hymning someone and then playing Narset seems like a really mean thing to do when you want to get back into the game. We've got Preordains instead of Ponders. This allegedly is better than late game, and I guess if we're just trying to... If we've got a ton of Haymakers and we've got a lot of lands, we should be able to hit those relatively straightforwardly, so we just kind of want to keep churning through the deck. And everything else is pretty much the same, although we do have an Angrath Rampage this time to try this out. See how that goes. We've still got Liliana's Triumph too, so a whole bunch of new War of the Spark cards. Sideboard's a little bit different. We've cut the Blood Moons because they were terrible. We've got 4 Red Blasts now instead of just 3. If there's a bunch of these running around, that makes sense. We've got an Engineered Explosives, which seems good. And, oh yes, the other hilarious new card is the Elderspell. So if everyone's trying out new Planeswalkers, like, this is a prime deck that this might be able to beat up on, so seems good. So we'll give this a go. And this is going to be a no turn 1 end of turn Brainstorm guarantee stream as well. We're not doing that today. That was funny. That was against Reanimator, I think. That was so bad. And we can play with pay points because we are a boss. Pretty sure I selected the right deck there. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, I know it is sometimes, but not on the first turn. I basically, when I did it on Monday, it's because I had a brain fart and thought I was looking at the fetch land in my hand, and for some reason I thought the fetch land was in play. So I was like, okay, this is fine because I can brainstorm and then shuffle the 2 things away. And then as soon as I cast it, I was like, hang on, that's in my hand, that's not in play. I'm an idiot. So what are we? We are on the draw. It doesn't really seem very good. If it's Belcher, then we're pretty good here. If it's not Belcher, I don't know. I guess it's double force, double blue card, but it doesn't seem very good. And we don't have 2 black sources. I don't know. I guess in the dark, this might be okay since we're on the draw. But yeah, I think mulling it makes sense because we're just going to 2 for 1 ourselves twice. This is probably good enough, although it's only got 1 land. So we could get rid of the Kolaghan's command, but we've got Preordain and Brainstorm. We're on the draw. We have a Force of Force. This is probably fine with 2 cantrips. The Preordain should really help us find a land, so I think this is probably just a keep. Going to 5 doesn't seem particularly appealing. And we've both gone to 6, so that's at least good. This London Mulligan is pretty good. Definitely a big fan of the London Mulligan. Ancient Stirrings, okay, so that's kind of interesting. I've not ever seen this version of Ancient Stirrings before. That's kind of cool, I guess. So I guess a brew. What plays Ancient Stirrings in Legacy? Snow-covered forest. Oh, maybe this is Depths, I guess. Depths of Stirrings. That seems like a really bad matchup. Okay, well that's like the draw. So I guess probably just play Scalding Tarn for now, in case we get wastelanded, and then we can hymn them next turn. I don't need to cast the Brainstorm yet. We've got a second land drop. We can always look for another one if we need to next turn. I suppose actually maybe I should have preordained off the Underground Sea to look for a third land. Might have been a better play, possibly. So it's post. Oh, that makes sense. Well, the hymn seems good anyway against post. Okay, well, better lucky than good. And I guess I'll get probably just another Underground Sea, I suppose. Since I need to get black, and that's I should get a Badlands. I think I just get an Underground Sea. Double blue seems more important than double red. Obviously, I guess. Crop rotation? I guess crop rotation? I probably shouldn't auto... Oh! Jesus wept. There we go, turn of 40 years. I should probably not auto yield to this, just in case. I do have a Force of Will, so let's try not to just like fart our way through this first match like I normally do. I don't know what it is, but the first match I play of any league is always the worst. So bad. Maze of Ith we don't care about. Okay, that seems like a really good pickup. So now I guess we'll Preordain. Probably should have Preordained before playing the land. And I think I'll probably put this on the bottom and probably just draw the Snapcaster because I can Snap Preordain next turn. It's probably fine, or do I just want to try and aggressively find a land? Snap Preordain seems fine, it's also a clock. Yeah, I guess I don't really need a land at the moment. This is probably the right thing, isn't it? Yeah, Snap's probably just the best thing at the moment. Yeah, we're gradually easing our way back into playing blue decks. I guess a land would be nice for Snap Him, to be fair. Snap Him this turn would be sweet. Land off the top? Never mind. So I guess I'll Snap Preordain. You'd Brainstorm end of turn, would you? Interesting. I mean, that actually could be fine if you're trying to find the land for him, to be fair. Okay, so probably don't need this. The Jace would be really nice. So I'll probably take the Jace. Yeah, I need to get rid of the push at some point, that's fair. I'll probably take the Jace, I guess. Because I can always pitch this if I need to. And next turn I will try and find, hopefully draw a land. If not, I'll just Brainstorm, try and get rid of this, and then put this Jace into play. Bottom Jace. Okay. This probably doesn't matter. I can probably just let this go. Yeah, fair enough. Is there any point forcing this? Because I can probably find a land and push it. How's it going, Aston? So this is, I guess, a pretty bad matchup. And to be honest, if I draw a land next turn, I don't think he's played... So if they don't play a land this turn, and I draw a land next turn, I think I'm definitely snap hemming over the Jace. Yeah, they haven't played a land this turn. So land... Yeah, so this has got to be snap him, right? Because Jace doesn't really... yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? I think this is just snap him because he didn't play land. Stop doing that. I don't care about this at the moment anyway. Yep. And then he's just got to rip things off his deck, which seems fine. So he's got crop rotation in hand, I think. So is this worth forcing? I don't think so. I guess I could pitch the Jace, but that Jace seems really good. I think I just let this go. Force the crop. Shall I pitch the Brainstorm? Shall I pitch this? Because the Jace is so good. Or should I just pitch the Jace and then try and find a land to push? Pitch the Brainstorm, yeah, okay. Sweet. This probably is pretty obvious, but... Nice! Well, I'm glad we got that out of the deck. Right, okay, so let's try F8, see how that works. So I think number 2 is F8. So F8 is yield until you can take an action, is that right? Or until they play something, basically? Okay, that's kind of scary. Yep. If you can't do anything, okay. Yeah, Jace +2 makes sense. Stop them from drawing anything horrific. Yes, you can definitely put that on the bottom. Alright, let's try and practice this F8 nonsense. Oh, come on. Come on. What did you just draw? I did put it on the bottom. Yeah, it says I put it on the bottom. Okay, that's fine. That doesn't matter that much. That's annoying, but it could be worse. So if they attack with one of them, it's an easy trade here. This makes sense, right? This is just an easy double block. Nice him. But this means you can find more things with Jace. So now, I guess I just cast Brainstorm, first. So cast Brainstorm first, see if I can find something, and then I still want to up with Jace, I suppose. So I still want to go +2 with Jace, so I want to actually cast the Brainstorm. I think that makes sense. How's it going, Nick? This is like, again, baby plays Legacy for the first time. Okay, that's actually pretty good, because it means that I can find something useful from that. So I guess, oh, and it means I can get rid of all of these, right? It means I can shuffle things away. So I guess we'll put this back, put an island back, play the island, play Narset, and I'm just going to -2 this. Actually, yeah, I think I should -2 it. I guess gets me some value, and they're not going to attack the Narset. They're going to attack the Jace. That's great. So now I've got a Preordain because I had to tap that way. That's fine. Okay, this feels like it's going okay now. But we managed to shuffle away the 2 things that we don't want with this. Seems good. No. You can have Thespian Stage. Yep. Oh, that's a good point, Tom. Yeah, that makes sense. No, in answer to your question, no, there was no thought. They're actually going to kill Narset. That seems great. Narset doesn't stop Ancient Stirrings though, right? No, it doesn't. Okay, so let's crack this first and get a swamp in case I find Liliana. I still want to keep ticking up the Jace. Let's cast this Preordain. Maybe I've done this in the wrong order. I don't want to... Oh, sweet. Okay, well, I guess we just win the game then. Man, this game is good. This game is so sweet. Welcome to Thunderdome.
Oh, yeah.
This is why we're here, everybody. This is why we're here. Nice. This does literal nothing. No, you can have that. It doesn't copy Planeswalkers, otherwise that would be kind of busted. Yep. And now they have to start exiling lands. Bolas is so good. I don't know if anyone else has noticed this, but this card is great. Nice forest. They have a lot of mana, but I think this is fine. I don't think they can map Get Eye and cast something next turn. Is this too risky? Because they can get Eye next turn with this. Oh, they could get Depth, I suppose. But Depth doesn't matter, because we can bounce the Merit late. Oh, actually we can't. I guess I'll put this on the bottom, because it could kind of go a little bit wrong otherwise. And I suppose let's cast a Brainstorm now, just in case. I can just draw step Kolaghan's command them. Nice. So let's go Badlands. Preordain's probably fine. Yeah, Elemental Augury would be pretty good here. And I think I can get a Snapcaster back as well, right? Let's do this. Do this. They bend a forest. Nice. And then we've just got them dead next turn, so... Probably just get slaughtered in the second and third games. No, I do not. Actually, I don't really need to draw any more... I suppose I should probably just do this, because it means I have to exile their stuff, which seems good. Yeah, I was thinking about the... Oh yeah, that made sense. I see what you mean last turn. Yeah, that would have been a sensible thing to do. And it also gets this closer to the ultimate, which is like part of the reason it's in the deck, I guess. But that seems fine. We'll just do the same trick we did last turn and snap Kolaghan's their draw step. Oh no, we don't need to, do we? I don't need to do that because it's just a Caracas. Now I think I will because they're worried about that, I guess. Oh no, I don't need to because they're just dead. So I can do this now because then he doesn't have anything in his hand for this, right? Nice. It doesn't, unfortunately. Okay, I just need to yield to the turn because I don't need to do anything now. Rather than timing myself out. Sweet.
Wow, what do you
say? Bolas was pretty good though. I guess Jace did a lot of the heavy lifting, but the Bolas killed the Thought Not Seer, so that seemed good. So I guess Deluge is good. That seems very good. I suppose Explosives is good to get rid of. Chalice. Elderspell's probably fine because they were playing Ugin. Actually, this seems really good against Eldrazi to get rid of Ugin. Yeah, E. So I think that's probably it. Fatal Push probably is necessary. Inquisition, I don't know. Narset doesn't seem so good, so probably this. There's no Blood Moon in the list. This is Callum's Moonless version. Blood Moon would be real good right about now, I agree with you. Well, I don't know. I don't know how we can beat Eldrazi without Moon. I don't think we could possibly do that in any way. Alright, so I think this is fine. Cut 2 Narsets. Cut both the Inquisitions. We kind of have to have the push in the deck for the Thought Not Seers. I think push is better than Narset. I guess Narset finds things, to be fair. So there is an argument that that might be better. Yeah, this is Green Cloud Post. Oh, maybe I don't want push then. I mean, so the only thing they're going to have is potentially Ballista or Thought Not Seer. What's better, push or Narset? Probably still push. Because this is essentially a 3-mana cantrip. So I think that's fine. Everything else seems good. We've got a bunch of ways to deal with Planeswalkers. We've got a load of edicts. Let's do this. And I'll try and play more quickly. But I'm getting the hang of F8 now, which is good. Okay, but this seems terrible. This seems very good. And we'll put Mr. Bolas, or should I say Dr. Bolas, on the bottom. So we've got Force blue card. Oh, actually, I wonder if I should put... I might be worth putting the Kolaghan's command on the bottom because I kind of want to keep the Bolas for the Force. It's highly likely I force something. So I think I'll do that. Because I can force the Chalice, I've got a Strix to cantrip, and then I've got a Brainstorm. I'd rather not pitch this. And then be left with the Kolaghan's command, so I think I'm going to put this on the bottom. I don't even know if they play Chalice actually. Does green... I assume they do. Does green Cloud Post... Oh no, I guess they're playing Candelabra, but I'd still like to force the Candelabra. To be fair. I think that was a fine decision. It sucks that we draw the Jace, but... Crop Stirring's Map Candle, yeah, fine. Well, we still need Force though, right? So I think this is fine. And hopefully we just draw like another Force off this, I guess. Okay, sweet. That's a good draw. So kind of punished for not keeping the Kolaghan's command then. I don't think I've ever played against green post before. That is not the worst draw, I guess. So we're now one blue source away from casting... No, we're now a black or red source away from casting this in a few turns. So they've got the depths combo, I guess. So this probably needs to be forced here. Because it can also copy a cloud post. Is this worth forcing? I do have a Jace to bounce the Marit Lage potentially, but they can just play around that. I don't really want to force this if I'm honest. So I think I'll let this resolve. This is kind of annoying, but yeah, I don't think it's worth it because it's probably just going to copy a cloud post, I assume. Okay, that's a really good draw. So I guess we'll go Badlands. Actually, we can just go Swamp. Doesn't really make any difference. So I probably should have Brainstormed actually. Although there's nothing I want to get rid of, so actually that's fine. Warping Whale. Is this worth forcing? Maybe. This might be worth forcing. And I'm more inclined to pitch the Jace. No, let it go. Yeah, fair enough. I guess this... Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I don't really want to pitch any of these, do I? These are better than letting them randomly discard 2 cards. It might not be that good. That makes sense. Yeah, you're right. The him might not hit the right stuff. Yeah, so copy that, that's fine. So now they've got 6, 7 mana. So this could be a Ugin. This is a Thought Not Seer. So now I think I'm going to counter this. Because they'll probably just take the Force, I guess. Or they could take the Bolas. I guess I could just Brainstorm and see what I hit first. Maybe Brainstorm, then probably force it. Or I could just hide stuff as well, as I suppose, too. Right, the second force kind of makes me want to force it. And we actually have the island. So we actually can't... No, we can just let it resolve, I guess. So I will probably just put both of these on top, actually. And then I can go Jace next turn. Yeah, I think this is fine, because I'll probably just take a force. Or they might take the Preordain. So this can go on top, this can go on top, and this is going to resolve. That seems fine. Because we can just kill this with Bolas in like a couple of turns. So I think that's fine. They might just take the Preordain, which they do, which is fine. That does suck. I think I just let that go still. I don't need to kill the Bolas anyway, so I've got the Baleful Strix. I think that's okay. Sure. Right, let's try and play more quickly. Okay, so this is fine. We will play the Jace. And probably just... I guess I should probably tick up in case they kill the Strix. And I know I've got Bolas next turn, and I can kill... I don't think I can kill that with the Bolas, but this seems fine. Yes, that can go on the bottom. Oh, yeah, sorry Aston, you're absolutely right. I can't cast Bolas off 2 islands. Wow, they drew another Nihil? Jeez. That's actually really bad. So I think I'm going to force this. Yeah, you're right. I completely screwed that up. We might get ranched by something else, but because I know I haven't got anything good on top that I can cast, I think I need to keep the Nihil off the board there. Yeah, I couldn't have cast the Jace last turn either, that's true. But I think I need to force the Nihil. That sucks that we bottomed the Nihil and they found another one. So we could get ranched here. Hopefully their last card isn't anything good. But they did, I guess, countering the him they would have just done anyway because it stops a 2-for-1. Oh, they can actually attack the Jace with this, right? That's interesting. So it's a good job we ticked up. I forgot about that. So this can actually just copy the Tourach Seer and they can both crack in for 8. So... that seems fine. I guess maybe they just don't have any way of getting rid of that. I suppose another Tourach Seer would be pretty good from them right now, because they can take the Bolas, which is pretty smart. Oh, this does not feel good. Is it just another Tourach for the Bolas? Or is it an Ugin? If it's an Ugin, no, they're just going to destroy the Jace, fair enough. So now we kind of need to draw... That's pretty close. Okay, so we can cast the Bolas in a couple of turns, so that's fine. So we'll just play the Badlands. Yeah, we can't cast that, that's fine. Okay, so we can just cast Bolas next turn. So we need to fade 1 turn. If they don't have anything this turn, we should be okay. That seems fine. Please, can that be the only thing they've got? Unfortunately, that's not the case. No, they're just copying that. That's fine. Okay. Still could be something worse, though. No. Okay. No, that seems really bad. So they've got something really horrific. Just Ulamog. Just Ulamog, or is it Emrakul? That's the last card they had. Great. Okay, so... probably just dead. Although, to be fair... Oh no, it can destroy itself, right? It can just destroy itself. That's alright, I think I'll just let them do whatever they need to do. You never know, we could just... The thing is, we could just rip another Bolas off the top, so... I don't... Like, we're not dead. We're actually not quite just dead. So they can play Bolas, if they work out how to play Bolas, which they might not. Yeah, it does kill walkers as well. So the funny thing here is because, yeah, I guess now they can't fail to find. I don't really care if they see what's in my deck. So I assume they're just going to go Bolas, kill Bolas. But we do have a bunch of things we can just draw. So I don't think it's worth scooping. Like we can rip Lily off the top. They can use up their clock trying to cast Bolas, which is hilarious. Sure. Do they kill it with itself? Surely they do. Yeah, fine. That's kind of annoying that it can do that, to be honest. But we've got a bunch of draws here, and we actually got 2 draw steps to do that anyway. So please, Lily, or something good. That's not really what we were after. So we still have a heap of draws here. That doesn't really do it. Because this has trample. Wait, does this not have trample? It actually, oh, it does have trample. I think that's basically it. Yeah, okay. That sucked. Ugh, well, never mind. And flying, yeah. Well, I think we sideboarded fine. The pushes do seem a bit medium. But is this really better? I guess it helps find haymakers, so maybe that's better than push. How many ways do we have to kill Thought-Knot Seers? If we're on the play, Narset might be a bit better. Honestly. I think we just run it back. Yeah, there's no point trying to be clever. Alright, if we could keep a 7, that'd be nice. Unfortunately, we cannot. This seems very good though. So I guess I'll get rid of a Snapcaster Mage by the looks. Yeah, I guess they're playing more instants and sorceries. So this looks like I'm going to get rid of a Snap over a Jace, or maybe... Yeah, that's true. Yeah. This hand's a bit medium, but I think I need to get a bit lucky. I don't really want to go to 5. Just do this. Do they play Wasteland? It seems like they don't have room for Wasteland. Yeah, I think they probably don't play Wasteland as well. If you've got to fit a bunch of Cloud Posts in your deck. Wow, F8's really good. Sure. Nothing we can do about that. Okay, sweet. We can't do that yet, but it will be good in the future. Yeah, I guess Port makes more sense, doesn't it? So we need to draw land now, which would be nice. And I can't really race with the Snapcaster Mage, I don't think. Can I race with the Snapcaster Mage? So this makes Snapcaster Mage really bad. Is it worth just putting the Snapcaster Mage into play this turn because it uses my mana? Does that seem crazy? And I've only got 5 minutes left. And they're also using this tomb. So I think I'm going to cast a Snapcaster Mage. Oh, all spells cost 1 more. Ah, I thought it was Thorn. Yeah. No, it's just Sphere. Okay, so we're probably dead. Yeah. It's actually just Sphere. Okay, well we're probably just dead then. That sucks. Yeah, that makes sense. Man, we were so, it felt like we were so close in the last game. Come on, land. Okay, that works. So this is an easy hymn, I think. We've got 2 ways to kill a Snapcaster Mage anyway, so let's get a Badlands, let's get an Underground Sea. We can just hymn them. So that didn't look like it hit anything particularly good, but we don't have a lot else going on. So we just have to hope that their hand is basically garbage, which it probably isn't, since we hit Warping Whale and Snow-Covered Forest. So land would be good here, cantrip would be good here. What is this? Okay, sure. That's pretty cute, actually. I guess we'll go put on top, play this, pass the turn. And next turn, wow, that is pretty cute actually, copying the sphere on our turn. This looks like we're dead, because they can, actually no, this is okay. So they take probably the Triumph, but we can still kill the Thought.ca next turn, even if they copy the sphere, so we're okay at the moment. Yep, that makes sense. So we have to do this turn. Wow, F8's really good. How have I never used F8 before? Because I'm a dungus? Yep. And we'll get a Volcanic Island, I guess. Actually, no, I'll get a Badlands, because Badlands means, yeah, if I get a Badlands, I'm closer to being able to cast Bolas, even though I guess it's not happening for a little while. Sweet. So we're one land away from casting Jace here, which seems good. We can start casting Snapcasters on their turn soon enough. Yep, nothing we can do about that. So we could actually kill them with Snapcasters if they don't draw anything else here. Like, they don't actually have a lot going on at the moment. So if I don't draw a land, Force is good. Okay, so they're just going to let us cast the Jace, which seems good. Great, so we can do that on them. We can't cast the Force, unfortunately. So they're going to kill it with the Blast Zone, I guess, but that's fine. I think this is fine, because I want, if they kill the Jace, that's okay, and then we can kill them with the Snapcasters. I think that's probably better. That might be silly, but they also might just screw this up as well. I don't know. I think this is fine. This might be loose, but... we did have someone on stream on Monday try and kill a Liliana with this. So they added 3 counters, which meant it had 4, which was quite funny. So I think they've actually overpaid, haven't they? Yeah, they did overpay. So what was the 6 extra for? They just wanted to tap a bunch. This card is really good. Oh, they're going to kill it this turn. That's clever. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Sure. Yep. No, you can have that. So next turn we're literally just going to go Snapcaster on your end step. Probably almost 2 Snapcasters if I'm totally honest. What do we have to flashback? Nothing really worth it. They're probably just going to copy the thing anyway. So if you do it on their turn, this makes them... Yeah, that's fine. See what we draw. The land would be good. Actually, that's pretty good. I think I'm still going to go with the... Oh, no, I can just snap... No, I can't. I can't actually snapcast anything. So I'm going to go with snap on their end step because it's a better clock. The Strix, like, is fine, but we've only got 3 minutes left. And we're just going to have to hope we fade and cast a couple of Snapcasters, I think is the best line, honestly. If they've drawn something, then so be it. That's fine, because they're not going to be doing this on their turn. Okay, cool. Yep, go nuts. Yep, go nuts. So they're not going to tap the tomb anymore, but... Can this copy our Snapcasters? Wow, it actually can, so they can block it with their own, which seems really dumb. Yep. So they can block the Snapcasters with these, but that does at least get them off the board. Sure. So this is fine. I'm going to do the same exact thing next turn because it's just a quicker clock. They might not even think to copy the Snapcaster Mage, to be fair. This seems bad. Okay, well that can... Why wouldn't you copy a bunch of stuff to counter this? I don't know. Pay 1. And we'll pitch the Strix, I think. Okay, so I feel in really good shape here. Although we've got barely any time left. Okay, so they are doing the trick, that's fine. Oh no, this is CMC 3, right? That's super annoying. This is CMC 3. How does this... Wait, how did it's... You think it's 2? I don't have enough time, so I think we're going to just try and see if it's 2. I think it's 3, but I could be wrong. I'm going to try it. I have it. If it okay, sweet, nice. I mean, to be honest, if it's wrong anyway, then they're never going to be useful, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, so this actually works out. Oh, hang on, I'm going to turn off auto yields because I can preordain now. No, I don't want to preordain. I do not want to preordain. Metamorph Coffee CMC, sweet. Well, we found that out. That's good. Okay. So, ah, jeez, no.
Dumpster.
Oh man, we were so close to that. That's so galling. Iovugan sucks so much. It's unbelievable. Jeez. Yeah. So close. Ugh. Yeah, nothing we can do about that. Literal nothing. Well, that sucks. It's a bad matchup anyway, but we were so close to winning that. Well, thanks everyone that's hanging around. Let's hope that we have a better matchup for the next one. But that was really close. That was super, super close. We almost won that. Iovigan off the top is just the worst. So, no matter. But the Bolas was really good there as well, to be fair. And this F8 hotkey seems really good. Love to play first. This is a fine hand. So I'll lead on a Bloodstained Mire. And next turn I will play, I guess, depending if it's like Death and Taxes, I guess I'll probably just fetch another Swamp. Okay, so it's Reanimator. Oh, it's Dredge. Even better. So this seems really bad. It's Manaless Dredge, in fact. Great. So let's Brainstorm away the him. How do we even beat this? Sure. Like, this isn't good. But we can go Brainstorm, get rid of these two, and then Preordain. Yep. Push is okay. Oh, I can kill my own Snapcaster. Yeah, that's fair. Well, the push is like on the maybe table. Let's see what we can find. That seems miserable. So I guess we're getting rid of these two then. We'll get rid of him. Get rid of Narset. Because they don't draw cards. Wait, that stops them dredging a bunch of times though, doesn't it? Narset stops them dredging a bunch of times. So is Narset actually okay? Probably want to get rid of lands. Yeah, I might keep the Narset actually. Let's get rid of the Volcanic Island. It's probably fine. We'll get an Underground Sea. No, we'll get a Volcanic Island. I need red mana. Let's get a Volcanic Island. And Preordain. Oh, you don't count as drawing if you dredge. Fair enough. Well, this can at least look for things, so that's probably fine. I guess the Jace isn't the worst thing in the world. The Bolt can go on the bottom. That can probably go on the top. Bottom both. Yeah, fair enough. Need force or a creature. Yeah, of course. Because they'll just combo, won't they? Yeah. That makes sense. So I need to find Snapcaster Mage, don't I? Yeah. Or Strix. Yep. That doesn't do it. So now we will just cast the Narset and try and find something. Oh, I can't even find... I think this is still what I have to do though. Yeah, so we'll do this and we will try and find a cantrip. We can't get a force. We can't get a... I guess this could find a force as well. We can't get a... What's it called? Creature off of this. But we'll take... Now do I want the Jace? Probably still want the Brainstorm because it means I can find the Snapcaster more easily and I can get rid of one of these two things. I guess the Jace seems too slow. So I think I take Brainstorm. And I got fetch lands. I'm going to take this, I think. Yeah, okay, fair enough. And they've got the Incoherent, haven't they? Yeah. At least it's good that we've got Narsets instead of Liliana the Veils, though. Yay, Creeping Chill. Well, I'm glad that we ran into, like, two of what seem to be, like, some of the worst matchups for this deck. That's always good. And we actually don't have a Deluge in the main deck. So we basically need to hit a creature this turn. Otherwise, the bridge from below stuff. Oh no, they've actually got Dread Return, so we're actually just dead. They've also got Flare of the Hatebound. Yeah, I think we're probably just dead anyway, though, aren't we? I didn't even see that in their deck to begin in their graveyard earlier, but they've got Dread Return. They've got a second bridge, so we're super dead. Three bridge. They do have three bridge. Yeah, we're just dead here. Like, there's literally nothing we can do because we don't have any deluges in the main deck. Yeah, there's no way of clearing this. And they get 3 zombies off of this. They might Dread Return to get like the Chancellor or something, I suppose. Oh no, they can get the where's he gone? The Golgari. They can get this. Right, I'm just going to concede because there's like no way we can win this.
Dumpster.
And it actually doesn't get that much better after sideboarding. So we've got 2 Surgicals. Oh, I guess we have Spell Bombs as well, actually, and they aren't the fastest Dredge deck. So we do actually have 4 things, which is pretty good. So these are horrific. Inquisition's not necessarily the worst thing on the play, I suppose. Yeah, E and Deluge. So now we're looking like this. Yeah, I think Inquisition's okay. So I could probably just cut the Narsets. Oh no, I could cut the Lily. Cut Lily. Cut 1 Narset. Jace is bad. Is Jace worse than Narset though? Bolas is bad. Yeah, all the Planeswalkers are bad. It's just what... I can kick Marsh Casualties potentially. I suppose that's at least removal. And the Bolas is harder to cast. Fluster counters Dread Return. Yeah, that's true. So maybe like this. Cut the Hymns, cut a Lily. Narset's worse than Jace because Jace just does more of it, survives. Bolas isn't... I mean, at least it makes them exile things, I suppose. But it's very expensive. But that's probably fine. Yeah, I think so. Okay, this is a snap keep. Alright, so we're going to have to... you guys are going to have to make sure that I time this Spellbomb carefully. I mean, Snapcaster's like a reason. I want to be on the draw? Oh, right. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course I do. Yeah, forget about that. So I don't think cantripping this matters that much. I really need to get a creature into place. I'm just going to cast a Strix. Like, if I crack this without cantripping, that's fine, but I probably might not be cracking it this turn anyway. But getting a creature on board seems very good. Yeah, exactly. So what am I looking for in terms of when to crack the Spellbomb? So that's another Shadow and a Therapy and an Amalgam. I guess this isn't worth it yet because they haven't got a bridge or anything. Yeah, this is where Triumph isn't as good as Edict for an actual legitimate reason. So they're just going to discard things and not necessarily even dredge. Okay, that's pretty good. So it'd be nice to hit another blue card. I guess we don't need to worry about Dread Return or anything at the moment. Probably just get a Volcanic Island and cast this Preordain. Okay, that's pretty good. So that can go on the bottom. This can go on the top. And now we've got Push, Strix set up, and we've got Spellbomb plus Cantrip set up. Okay, is this worth it because you've got an Archimeber in the bin? This seems reasonable. Yeah, I think so, because they've also got this in the yard now as well, so I think this is probably a crackable moment. Yeah, I think this makes sense. They've still got like their entire thing in their hand. They've still got 8 cards, but yeah, I think this is a good spot. Buys us some time anyway. Okay, that was really good. So now I'm probably just going to snap Preordain since I've drawn... I should have probably done this before attacking, I guess. Doesn't really matter too much. And we'll crack this again and get an Underground Sea, I think. I suppose I've just shuffled in everything that I didn't want, but that's probably not the biggest deal in the world. How am I tapping this? I want to go like this. Maybe. I have very little experience playing against Manaless Dredge, so I can totally believe that. That's pretty good. So that can go on the bottom. That can probably go on the top for now. Yeah, I've genuinely not played against Manaless Dredge that much. Since I haven't played at Darks for a full while, so I don't get all the horrific matchups. Same reason I'm not very experienced against playing against Pox. Okay, that's pretty good. So they didn't hit anything though, which is fine. So I guess for now we just need to make sure we've got push up. And then I'll wait for them to dredge something before I crack these. That's pretty good. So now we can Brainstorm and probably get rid of this Triumph and maybe a Force of Will. Definitely get rid of this. Probably just get rid of this, I suppose. And then we can preordain off of, I guess, a Volcanic Island. Doesn't really matter that much. See if we can find another Spellbomb. Don't need these. I guess the fetch wouldn't have been the worst. Do I want to keep the bolt? Is the bolt worth keeping? Because this means I've got 2 creatures and 2 ways to kill them. I don't know if that's worth it. Probably not. I think I just want to try and find... Yeah, I think the bolt's not the worst draw in the whole world here. Because it means I can kill the Strix with the push, and then I've also got a bolt to help the clock a bit more. You'd bottom the bolt? Well, we are where we are. I can always fire off an end of turn Brainstorm. Because our clock's going to slow down by a little bit here, but I don't know. I probably just need to aggressively find Surgical. Well, Surgical's not very good, but I need to find the other Spellbomb. Yep, that's fine. Oh, Whirlpool Rider. That's really scary. Jeez. So this seems... Yeah, this is just nuts, right? Okay, this seems like a pretty scary dredge here. So... Now... Oh no, does this come back? 3 or more creatures. Oh, it's upkeep anyway, so we've got a turn. So nothing comes back this turn, we've got a turn. Okay. So we basically need to find something this turn. Otherwise things start to go a little bit pear-shaped. Not until next episode, yeah. So probably just regular Brainstorm here still. Jace isn't the best at the moment. Alright, that's not the worst thing in the world. So I think I'm going to get rid of a Force of Will and the Jace. Put this back. And I think I'm going to actually snap Preordain now because I could potentially find... I could potentially find a... What do you call it? Actually, I should do this. What am I going to leave up? I want to leave up both of these. Yeah, so I want to do this. I might be able to find a Spellbomb. Oh, could I have just killed them with bolts? I could probably have just killed them with bolts. Sorry, I didn't see the chat. Yeah, fair enough. Is the Marsh Casualties worth keeping? Bottom both, yeah. Yeah, that's fair. I probably could have done that. I'm not going to cast the Strix. Yeah. So we can push the Strix and bolt them next turn. Yeah, I could probably have cheesed them. And we can cast this next turn to try and find a Spellbomb. So 6, so they're 4 off. Okay, so I kill this. I kill one of these in response to the trigger, right? To get rid of the 2 bridges. No? This is wrong? Wait until... Oh, crap. Yeah, fair enough. That's my bad. For some reason I thought I was in the draw step. Yeah. Sorry, Pete. Yeah, because I can't do anything with it yet anyway. Yeah, well, you know me. You know me. I can do it in response to bridge triggers. Yeah. Well, fortunately, we weren't punished. They do get it. This like could have been worse, so that's okay. Yeah, it can block. So I guess they're gonna get a I guess therapy doesn't even look very good at the moment. That was a really good dredge actually for us, because they get two amalgams back, but they will be tapped. So at the moment they're just dead. If they attack, they're dead, which seems good. So they're probably not going to attack. Yeah. Oh, this brings the other ones back next turn. That's fine. So do I bolt now? I probably bolt now, in case I draw another Snapcaster Mage. And I want to use my mana. Like, this is only going to go in one direction anyway. Oh, okay, so this means we win? This means we win, right? Because I bounce this and they're dead. Yeah, they're just dead, unless there's something that I'm missing. So we still get to cheese them, and the Jace was really good. So everybody's happy. Yay, we did it! Oh, yeah. They didn't want to let it resolve. I love the concession before the lethal damage. It always makes me laugh. Okay, sweet. That was a nice win. So if we have turn 1 Spellbomb again, we're not doing that again, I guess. So we'll keep it as it is. I think that's fair enough. Yeah, the second Jace might be okay. I don't know what over though. What do I want to cut for the second Jace on the draw? Marsh Casualties isn't that good. That's fair enough. That's probably fine. Yeah, all of the rest of this is pretty bad. Oh, I'll be on the play again. Yeah, that makes sense. Obviously. Duh. I'm such a turd. Okay, this seems pretty good. So am I not? So I'm not going turn 1 Spellbomb, is what you're telling me. I'm not going turn 1 Spellbomb. Is that really right? That seems super risky. As a complete noob, that seems risky. But I could be wrong there. Like, what else am I going to do on turn 1 otherwise? I think I'm just going to play the turn 1 bomb, yeah. They start dredging turn 3. Yeah, but if they play around it, it just... Like, if they slow down, I don't think it matters. No, nothing happened in game... How's it going, Chase? Nothing happened in game 2 to make us not want to do it. We're just having a healthy discourse. Some members of chat thought it might have been a little bit... We didn't necessarily need to do it straight away, but yeah, the fact we want to cast the Strix probably just means it's fine. And since we don't have very many double black... Do we have any double black cards in our deck? I don't even know if we do. So I can probably just go to Badlands for this. Although I've only got 2 Kolaghan Commanders red cards, so maybe it doesn't... Maybe I don't need to. I don't have any double blue cards. I think I just get a Badlands for this. Doesn't really matter, I suppose. That was a good draw. Okay, not too scary at the moment then. That's fine. And they've got to be above this, haven't they? Yeah, so that's actually... They get the Shadow and then an Amalgam back. How's it going, Francis? So I guess we should try and find a land, or do I just want to hold up the Flusterstorm? I guess I've got the Force. Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. Maybe they play slow if they know, maybe they play loose if you don't have it. So probably get rid... Actually, the Kolaghan's Command kills the Strix, I suppose. So maybe I get rid of one of these forces and the Jace. Fluster's not going to do anything next time, so maybe, so what? Fluster and Jace maybe, and then I can go Force Pitch Force. I suppose I could keep the Jace potentially. Seems like I have to keep this. Jace might be okay, so maybe Fluster and a Force then. You ditch both forces, that makes sense. Jace on top, draw it next turn. Yeah, I could see that. Because I can always use the Jace to get rid of the Flusterstorm later anyway. Yeah, that's true. I might just put both of these back. I can always draw one again if I need it, so seems fine. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so I'll wait till the draw step this time, but potentially it might be worth cracking the Spellbomb here. I guess we just have to see how they dredge. Man, dredge is so rough. Bomb upkeep. Alright, well this is definitely gonna get, they're definitely gonna get bombed now. Why all of a sudden, I don't know, I'm not very good, I'm just terrible. Oh, I see. Well, as it turned out, this was fine because we get rid of the Narcomoeba. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, they would have had Narcomoeba and an Amalgam potentially. Oh no, just a Narcomoeba. Whatever. We're okay. This ended up being essentially the same. Oh, I should have shuffled the Force of Will away. I didn't do that. That was silly. Alright, well I'll crack this and shuffle away the second one. Alright, I'll get an Underground Sea. Try and stop being a complete chuckle nuts. Which is probably impossible in all honesty. And we'll play Jace. And we can still draw cards. Get a Volcanic, I think it's fine. Yeah, I mean all of these seem fine. I guess I might well want to get rid of this. The push is useful. Doesn't really matter a whole lot what's in there, to be honest. Okay, that's pretty good. So nothing particularly good at the moment. They've had some pretty bad dredges, although they do now have a Grave Troll. Yeah, that's fine. So I can actually just kill this and this at the same time if I need to with the bridge, which is kind of appealing. Yeah, so next turn we can set up a Kolaghan's command to kill this and this, maybe. I can't shuffle anything away, so we'll just... Actually, do I have a Preordain in the yard? I do not. So I guess we'll just 0 again. So I guess we'll put back the lands for now. Play the sea. So I think in the draw step, oh yeah, I guess we'll just see how it goes. I suppose there's no point attacking with this, actually. Because we're not racing them. Yeah, we can't raise Creep and Chill. And they've got another bridge in there. Do they have bridge? That's a Golgari Thug. They don't have anything to get... They can't get anything back from the yard this turn, which is good. Oh yeah, maybe they do. They might actually get the zombie. And actually we don't want this to go in the bin at the moment anyway, do we? Because if this goes in the yard, they can dredge and just get it back in a couple of turns anyway. So at the moment they can't get the amalgams back because their dredges have been terrible. So I probably could have just attacked with this, in all honesty. That's a lot of bridges. And they have an Inquisition in there and a Flare the Hatebound, but they don't have... Oh, so actually, in response to this trigger, I might want to kill it because it stops them therapying. So I actually need to do it now, I think. So I'm probably just going to push... I think they'll get something... Oh no, I can just push my Strix. I'll just do that. I'm just going to push my Strix in response to this trigger. Because now they can't therapy. Yeah, that works. Oh, I could do it in response to therapy? Yeah, fair enough. I don't know. I'm just trying to not screw it up hugely, if at all possible. Yeah. That's fair enough. It's fine. So I can block this with the Snapcaster or a Bolt or something if I need to. Yeah, I definitely struggle against Manaless Dredge a lot. Okay, the Preordain's pretty good there, so let's put... To be honest, probably just like both the forces on top. Play this. Preordain, then I can actually snap Preordain as well, which is pretty good. Second Jace is actually pretty good here now, I don't need to worry about that so much. So I think I'm just going to go snap Preordain to try and find a Spellbomb. And I'll probably just keep this Preordain and do the same thing. I guess I got rid of the Forces, so I need to hold the Fluster. And I got a Bolt for this. That's probably fine. I can probably wait a turn, I guess. Do I need to Preordain again, or can I wait a turn? I think I would need to wait. Just in case they hit Dread Return this coming turn. And hopefully they don't hit a bridge. Oh, they actually do just get... Oh yeah, don't need to worry about the Jace because we've got a second Jace. That's fine. This comes back. Can't do anything about that. Okay, nothing too scary in there. Yeah, the amalgams are what they are. But we've gone through quite a lot of our decks, so Deluge would actually be quite good here. They don't have any... I think I will block this. Because I want my mana, I think. And I can buy this back with the Kolaghan's command anyway, so that's probably just fine. Right, don't need to do anything on my own step. I guess I could Brainstorm on my own step, but that doesn't really seem like it achieves very much. Okay, that's good. So now we can Brainstorm. We've got looking at a fresh 3 here. None of these are very good, so that's terrible. The second Jace might be okay. This Flusterstorm is probably still quite important. I can get rid of a land. That's fine. And then we can Preordain. Hopefully there's no phone noise distracting anybody. I've put it on airplane mode, so it should hopefully not be causing any annoying problems. So that can go on the bottom, that can go on the bottom. And I might just cast this Brainstorm now anyway, just to try and hit. Because we need to really... We're almost dead, aren't we? 3, 9... Yeah, we're basically almost dead. So am I just... Yeah, I think I need to cast this. So I need Deluge, and I basically just need Deluge or I'm dead, I think. Of which that is neither. Double Snapcaster is pretty good though. So let's put the Swamp back and probably just as Force of Will, to be honest. Is there anything worth surgicaling? I guess the Ichorids are probably pretty good targets. What's our plan of action here? So I can surgical the Ichorids, and I can snap. I can actually kill most of these by snap. Well, I can at least block anyway, I guess. So when do I want to surgical the Ichorids? When it's in there. I guess I want to do it on my turn. Do I want to do it now? Do I just want to surgical them now? I can do it in response to the... Yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter. Should I pay 2 life for it? I guess is another question. Probably not. So if I pay a black mana... Yeah, I could do it before the triggers resolve. I suppose the Bolt is just going to have to kill one of these, to be honest. So I probably just want to go Bolt, Snap, Bolt, which I can do to... Yeah, okay, so we'll pay with this. Thanks everyone that's still hanging around watching, watching me sweat my way through this. I need to try and still be a bit quicker than this. I just don't play against this deck very much, so I'm super slow against this. Okay, so they've hit the Dread Return, which means the Bolt Snap Bolt plan's not as good, but they don't have any bridges in the yard, which is good. So hopefully they try and go for Dread Return, which we can fluster. If they attack, we're just going to bolt some stuff and get this Snapcaster Mage into play. Yeah, everything's going at me, that's fine. Let's bolt one of these. Six, 7, 8. Actually, I shouldn't have done it with that. I should have done it with the Badlands, because now I can't hold Bolt or Fluster, which is a bit of a punt there. So now I think I'm just going to have to... No, that kind of sucks. So I'm just going to have to chump with the Snapcaster Mage and target the Brainstorm. And then if they don't go for 6, 7, 8... Or I could just hit damage, I guess. I basically need to find something... Hang on, how much do I need to pay next turn? I think I need to chump block. I think I can afford to just cast this on a Brainstorm and chump block. Can target push? Yeah, that makes sense. I can target the push. That's a great shout. I didn't think about that. I forgot that was in my yard. Yeah, that makes a ton of sense. Okay, so we'll do this. How many do they need for this? 3 for Dread Return, don't they? So I still can't do it I still want to chump with this, that's fine. And if they don't go for it, we can just push one of these on the end step. If they do go for it, we can fluster it. And then next turn we've got a bit of time. Oh, now they might name... okay, I forgot they had that in the yard. Okay, well they're just gonna... that's just gonna have to resolve. I guess that was a reason to block one of these two, actually, thinking about it. Maybe I should have blocked this, so they didn't have Therapy plus Force of Will. Okay, so we got pretty lucky there. I should have blocked the Nether Shadow. That was kind of a punt on my part, because then they wouldn't have had Therapy plus Dread Return. So this works out really nicely, because actually the fact they saw that is really good, because it means now we get full value off the Snapcaster, which is nice. Do they have another... they don't. Okay, that's fine. So let's shuffle away the stuff that we put on top before. Let's get another land. Let's brainstorm. Try and find Spellbomb. We found a Spellbomb, so that's really good. Let's get rid of this and this. Play the Spellbomb. Oh, I could have pushed with the Therapy and stack. That makes sense. Yeah, that's a good shout. I'm not very good at Magic though, so... so I guess I do this in the draw step again. There's no Ichorids to get back. There's nothing that I need to play around here. So in the draw step I'll Spellbomb them. And then I've actually almost lost because we're going to time out. Which is kind of annoying. I think we're just going to lose to me timing out, and I think we would have won otherwise, because I'm just terrible. I'm just the actual worst. Oh, getting timeout losses sucks so much. Yeah, I think I'd definitely be winning otherwise. Jeez. I'm just going to do this now, because I need to auto-pass. But it doesn't actually matter what I do, I think. No, we're gonna lose. Ah, man. And like clicking takes so long, whereas in paper it's like the loss we had against Grixis Control against Andreas Muller in the other league. In paper we definitely would have won that, I think, because we would have gone to time, but I was already a game up and we would never have finished the other two games. But the Magic Online clock's super punishing sometimes. Alright. I'm going to just completely run out of time. I'm not going to Jace, it doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. Yeah, that's fine. I don't think there's any way through this. And everything's so freaking slow. Oh, whatever. We've lost. We've literally just lost anyway. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. That was a... oh my goodness. No! Oh, we had this game. We had this game. I'm so sad. Yeah. Cool beans. I should have returned this as well. But I just have no time left. Oh. Man, timeouts suck. Okay, I'm going to chalk this up as a win. I think we would have won this game. I mean, we obviously would have won this game, but... oh, jeez. No worries. Alright, well thanks everyone that's still watching despite the horrific the horrific plays. And I think I missed a follow. Eleanor, if you're still watching, thanks a lot for the follow, buddy. I did not see that. So, yeah, kind of a rough start. So, the first round we played against... what did we play against? Green... Was it Green Post? The big mana thing with Candelabra, which was super close. We managed to win the first game with Big Fat Bolas. Second game we just got destroyed. And the third game we pretty much had locked up. And then they managed to top deck Iovugan just in the nick of time, I think. And then we had a really... And then against Dredge, we would have had that, but it's... I don't play against Manless Dredge very often, so I'm not really experienced enough to play through that quickly enough. And the problem, I guess, with this deck is Snapcaster Mage means there's so many extra clicks to make. So I am getting better at getting quicker, but getting the timeout losses suck. Actually, that's the first... Well, no, to be fair, in both of these leagues I've had a timeout loss. So against Grixis Control there was a timeout loss in the last one, and in this one it was against Dredge, which is annoying. So that's a real shame. So in paper, both of those matches would have been wins, I think, for sure. And if I'd managed to keep up on clock in the Grixis one, even online, I think that would have been a win, because we would have made better decisions. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why Bog Boys is tier 0. You can just... It's just so much easier just to play to time. I do zone out a lot when I'm streaming as well, because I like read something in chat, then look at the deck again, and then go, wait, what the hell am I actually doing? And control decks are definitely one of the worst decks for me to do that with. Yeah, this seems absolutely fine. So this is probably a turn 1 Preordain to try and find a land, I'm guessing. Or do we just want to go Delta Pass? I got told off when I didn't cast a turn 1 Ponder before in a similar situation. So what am I doing? Am I going turn 1 Preordain or turn 1 Delta? Here, oh yeah, of course I've got Inquisition. Yeah, fair enough. We'll do this. That makes sense. See, I'm not even asking the right questions. Oh man. Well, that's really good for us. Now I feel mean because this is a really hard matchup for actual boys. We do get ranched by the Wasteland, but he doesn't have anything else going on, so we might be okay. Wow, so lucky. Don't want either of these. Just want to find lands. Thanks for the follow, Negatorita. I almost called you Negatoria. Which doesn't seem like the right name. Okay, I guess Strix is tempting. I don't. Do I want to hymn them? I guess hymn's pretty good too. Yeah, my opponent in chat just said, "You're a traitor of your own blood, BossKrenko," and I cannot but agree with that, unfortunately. Right, am I just casting Strix? Am I getting a Swamp and casting Strix, or am I casting Brainstorm to try and find lands and getting rid of this Jace? Probably Jace. As in probably Brainstorm to get rid of Jace is kind of what I'm feeling. And then I can cast the Strix the next turn. I'm going to do this. I'm going to stop trying to wait for ages to do anything. Okay, so that was kind of rough. So we'll get rid of this and get rid of this. We did at least find another Brainstorm, I guess. And I suppose for now we'll just pass the turn. And I need to remember to crack my fetch land. Yep, that makes sense. So now the Crater Maker is going to come down, which is fine. And then we can cast a Strix next turn off of a Swamp. Ooh, that's worse. That's a million times worse. Because that has Pro Blue. Our opponent said in chat, "You can kill me, but you won't silence your guilty conscience." Too true. Too true. Okay, that's pretty good. So now I think I want to Brainstorm and push. Actually, I don't need to push this turn. I can probably just cast the Strix, honestly, and wait a turn because I don't really want to cast the Brainstorm. That's tough though. I do want to hit land drops pretty badly too though. And actually, if I hit a black source, the hymn's super good. So maybe I do just want to Brainstorm to try and hit a black source. Yeah, I agree. I think I'm going to Brainstorm because if I hit a land, like I'm going to lose if I don't hit lands anyway. Okay, this works out. This is like the nuts. This is like literally the nuts. So we have triple him, which is mean at the best of times. I don't really. I know he's got a Creator Maker. So hit Port and Mountain. That seems great. So this will be the Creator Maker. That's fine. I guess we can't hold up the push this turn, so we can just Strix because I'm an idiot. Let's just do that. And I guess I'll actually do it off of the Badlands. Well, I'm not an idiot, but I didn't think about... Anyway, whatever. I'm going to stop talking. Stop running your mouth. Just play the goddamn game. Maybe I should have hymned. Yeah, but I don't want to take a bunch of damage, I suppose. Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. I probably should have hymned him because they're not going to do anything ever again. I know. I get you. I finally worked out what you mean. I should have hymned him. Oh, dear. High quality content is the only thing I deliver. We've been over this. I can just hymn him next turn. It's fine. This is all going to be fine. So he gets him this turn. It's all good. Ringleader would be the... Oh, don't ring. Okay, another pile driver's fine. Now the hymn's not as good, but... Yep, so we're definitely hymning them. Is that the fourth hymn? I think that's the fourth hymn, which is not the best. It is in fact the fourth hymn. So I suppose the pile driver is probably only going to get in for one anyway. Which is fine. Yeah. Man, that sucks. Super, super rough. Yep. We are not in a good spot here. So lands would be great. Brainstorm is fine for next turn. And at least we can push the pile driver. So I guess we're like not in the absolute worst spot. That doesn't matter at the moment anyway, because he's already got the cavern. Our opponent is lamenting the lack of pressure. I think I'm definitely still going to push this because it's super annoying. And I want to use mana. Hang on, I'll check followers in just a second. Oh, right, let's brainstorm a response, not be a turd. Okay, that was sweet. Okay, so we can... Oh, good. Whew! Okay. We can get rid of both of these. Shuffle away one of the hymns, I guess. That's still not the worst. Preordain and find something better. Probably just a Badlands for now. He's already through 2 Wastelands. Why am I so stupid? Why am I so stupid? How am I this dumb? Hang on, what just happened on this? Francis, you subscribed with Twitch Prime. That's amazing. Thank you. That's awesome. It does mean you get to use the Bog Boys emote. Hopefully, that's super kind of you. Thank you very much. Amazing. I think you might regret that now that I've just fetched a non-blue source like a complete turd. Yeah, you get to use the Bog Boys emote, and you have the little Bog Squad badge. So good. Francis is the first member of the Bog Squad. That's so good. I am a complete turd, so we're gonna pass. we're gonna pass through this. Why do I suck at this game so much? It's unbelievable. The matchup is horrible. My opponent is agreeing, but when you, I guess even a stupid, as stupid a player as I am, I might still win this. I mean, if we get to draw enough lands to cast this, then we're pretty good. And I suppose, even though I farted around and didn't cast this, it does mean that we're closer to casting that because double blue doesn't get there. It's horrible for goblins. Like, we've just got mono. I should have blocked this, but. Ooh, he might have a lackey. Maybe he's got a lackey in hand. No, we're just going to get ringleaded. Just a second Crater Maker. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, this is rough for goblins. Grixis is pretty tough. Yeah, that gets ported, that's fine. So now we can preordain this turn. That's pretty nice. Okay, so we get to do both of these things, and you can't sacrifice one of these. So we'll preordain first. That's not what we want. This is what we want. I could get rid of the vial, actually. Maybe I just want to make him sacrifice the vial, because I don't really care about these. I think I might make him sacrifice the vial, because that's going to get more annoying. That's pretty nice. Wow, that's pretty sweet. Like, this is going to go long, and the vial's going to get more annoying. He does have that, but there's only so many things we can really solve. And then we can just trade with one of these this turn. Hello, dog.
What am I gonna do?
We're going to trade this now because we don't want to take 4 a turn. Are the clips playing smoothly, by the way, or are they super laggy? Yep, that makes sense. A wee bit laggy, yeah, that's fair enough. Okay, that's pretty good. So I'm still going to fetch. I'll get a Volcanic Island. We're super close to Bolasing here. And then we've probably got this locked up. So I think I'm just going to tick up in case he has something hasty. Like, I'm really just looking for a land, and I'd rather this survive. Yeah, I need to spend my new... The thing is, I do not want that. So, yes, I can go on the bottom. I think the way Twitch works as well is that you don't get any of the subscription stuff, whatever it is. You have to, like, take it... You have to withdraw it in, like, banks of $100 or something stupid, so... I don't want to discourage anybody from subscribing, but it's going to be a long while, I think, until I get that sweet £2.50 or whatever it is. It's more the memes that it's appreciative of. It means you get to go and annoy other people with the Bog Boys emote and become a member of the Bog Squad. I mean, if you're not a member of the Bog Squad, then what really are you is the question I think everyone needs to ask themselves. Okay, come on, land for Bolas, then everybody's just, we're all oh no, we can't cast it anyway because double port, yeah. Doi, 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 doi. I was so excited there for a minute. So now I'm probably just going to tick up again. I've hit the land drop, that's fine. So I think we're just still doing this. As silly as that might be, that can go on the bottom. I think that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm 1 land drop away now still. So if I hit a land this coming turn, I can cast the Bolas. He's just drawing lands. I'm super low on clock because I'm a turd. He's stopped attacking the Jace, which makes sense. That's fine. So probably, I don't know what he taps now. That's fine. Oh, we're actually, so we need to draw a, no, we're actually still 2 away. Okay. Now I'm going to do this. Snapcaster's good. We want both of these lands, so we'll go, I think I'm going to go get rid of this him and get rid of, I'll probably just put this on top. But I'm not going to shuffle it away, I don't think. But I will get rid of the him. So we can, if they, depending on what they port, we can decide whether to keep the Underground Sea. Okay, that's fine, I think. Oh, they can tap some of the black sources, I suppose. This doesn't matter though. We don't. This isn't the end of the world. It means they're not using one of their ports. So I will get an Underground Sea. And let's see if they remember to tap one of the black sources or not. Yeah, they did, sadly. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, sweet. Okay, so Bolas is now going to be in play. We'll still Brainstorm in case we find something better. Get rid of this, and we can Preordain as well, I think, which is nice. So we should be all good now. The game should probably be locked up. I probably should have got a Swamp there, but it doesn't really matter at this point. And we get to do... I might just do this, actually. So Bolas and Jace means that you get to ultimate Bolas in 2 turns, which is pretty nice. Put on the bottom. That can probably just go on the top. It doesn't really matter at this point. So this is like the... It's not really a combo, but it is kind of a combo. Because we have 1 more turn of ticking this up, and then they should just be dead. And it means you can still Brainstorm with your Jace and Sculpt their minds at the same time, which is pretty nice. Yeah, sweet. The ultimate is each opponent who doesn't control a legendary creature or planeswalker loses the game. So against goblins, they basically need to have Krenko, Kiki Jiki, or possibly a Grenzo in play. So it's pretty good. On a clear board, it's pretty good. It's basically, with a Jace, it's suspend 2, win the game with the Jace in play, which is pretty nice. Marsh Casualties... Explosives. Yeah, it's pretty good. Like, this is, I think, one of the reasons why this is probably not the worst to have in your deck is just because it gives you another inevitable way to win the game, that's quicker than Jace. So you can tick up, make them exile things and draw cards, and similar to Jace, if it doesn't get pressured, you just basically win the game, which is pretty nice. And since you have so much removal in the deck anyway, the board's probably going to be clear for it. So it's kind of attractive in that fashion. Right, so is this a matchup where you cut him? Narset doesn't do anything against Ringleader, so Narset's probably bad. I guess him's probably still pretty good, to be honest. Force of Will's kind of essential, despite how anemic it can be sometimes. Liliana's Triumph is possibly worth it, just because it's a removal spell. Inquisition might be worse than him. Yeah, maybe I just want to go... Bring in the Elderspell. Yeah, nice. I think I'm just going to do this. The Narsets don't do anything really. The third hymn's probably not very good. And that's probably fine. Like, Edicts aren't particularly attractive. I could send the message, but I think on this occasion I'm going to elect to send the message just by playing a Bolas. Okay, this seems fine. We've got a basic island. And we've got a Kolaghan's Command to get rid of the Vial, so all aboard for this one. That's a little bit rough. So I guess at least this way we can Inquisition and hopefully take something obnoxious. But if it's a Siege Gang, if we just get Siege Ganged, then this is going to be bad news bears. Yeah, quite possibly. Okay, so this could be bad news bears very quickly, actually. We at least get to take the Matron, but the Ringleader's super rough. And they have a Wasteland. Nice. Good suggestion, Pete. Oh, this is rough. I guess they just port anyway. They probably port over the Wasteland this turn, because then it means they develop the mana a bit more as well. So we'll go Island next turn. We'll go Island next... Yeah, they're going to Wasteland, fine. This plays around Snapcaster, potentially. Although Port still would have done that. I don't know. I could definitely see... I suppose they could play the Eighth of Isle this way around. That's fair enough. Since they drew the Eighth of Isle, that's probably better. Well, I guess we're doing this. What do they reveal? So they do have the Siege Gang. We're actually basically just dead, I think. Because this turn they're going to put the Siege Gang into play, and it's unlikely we can race that. So it's not looking good for the home team.
What am I gonna do?
This is very much the sort of the cheese win that you can get out of Goblins, which is sweet. It's one of the reasons to play it, is you get to go Lackey into Siege Gang. Nice, glad the clip worked. It's extremely cool that you have the Bog Squad icon next to you, Francis. That's amazing. My Twitch Prime free trials run out, so I need to, once I start my job in a couple of months, I'll need to renew that. Oh, we're so dead. Can we even survive 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? So I don't even think we've got enough time to draw. Yeah, I just don't think we can draw anything at this point. We don't. They're just going to do too much damage to us. Okay, we've got Marsh Casualties, so that might not be correct necessarily. It just depends if they remember that. They will tap this though, is the problem. So I think we are just dead. I guess we'll put this on top and this on top. It doesn't really matter. So I suppose a reason to have not played this is that it means we could have survived through... I suppose it doesn't really matter. They're going to tap the Black Source anyway. Thanks so much for the follow, WhisperWin92. Thanks for checking us out. Yep, so this is 8, I think. Yeah, so hopefully they misclick, and actually we can't even survive through this anyway because these have got 2 toughness. So they need to misclick and not tap the Underground Sea is basically the out that we've got. And in fact, that's not even enough because they've got the War Chief. So we are literally just dead on board. But you never know, they might concede to us like Eric's opponents often seem to do when he's dead on board. Okay, sweet. Alright, let's try not to completely poop our pants in the last game. I don't think we're going to change anything. Still think this is fine. This actually seems quite good. Just because of the fact that if you want to Edict a True Name, that's fantastic. But against these like Creature Vial decks, you can just Edict the Vial, which just seems amazing. So this card seems very good. There's a lot of ways you can still get value out of that. Like, it's less good against Marit Lage, but... So I suppose that's the reason not to have 2 of those. Yep, we'll play first. This hand is probably fine. Yeah, this hand's probably fine. We can Edict a Lackey, so I think this is a keep. We've got a Preordain to find more lands. We've got a Kolaghan's Command for a Vial. We've got a Liliana for the Lackey, so this should be okay. They kept 7. And we've got a basic island for this Preordain, so all good. These all seem pretty good. So I guess we'll keep these because we should be able to find another land with the other Preordain. So this seems fine. Yeah, we could get a turn 5 Bolas, potentially. So hopefully, as weird as this is a Lackey, which it is not. So that's probably still better for us, honestly. So now we'll go Underground Sea. I guess we'll Preordain first, to be honest, because now we're not going to do this turn. We might find another basic land, which we did. So this is even better, so we can go top. We might get a turn 5 Bolas here. It does look like that might be possible. Hopefully there's not been any phone noise, Francis. I did try and address that today for you. So this is fine. They'll tap the island. That doesn't matter. Yep. No worries. Then we can play the Underground Sea. Although I probably should have played... Yeah, this is fine because this means we can get Marsh Casualties next turn if we need to. Actually, no, I should have played the Volcanic Island, I suppose, because it means that we could have fetched for a black source and then played this. So that might have been a mistake. I don't think I want to cast the Brainstorm yet. I think I'm most likely, if anything, to cast the Liliana's Triumph this turn. That's fine. So now I might Brainstorm. Actually, just to try and find lands, and I might get rid of this Triumph because now it's not doing anything. So now the fact that they've cast this means this is probably better to get rid of, to be honest. So I think I might end of turn Brainstorm and go from there. They got Goblin Lackey, that's fine. So we can Marsh Casualties before the Bolas, possibly. Yeah, so let's... Actually, I may as well Brainstorm on my main phase, to be honest then. Although I might find a him. Yeah, Brainstorm for him. So I think I'll do this now, actually. This worked out amazingly. So we will have a Bolas. Let's get rid of this, and let's get rid of the swamp, and then keep the swamp. I'm okay keeping all of these lands, to be honest, because we're just trying to hit this. And then we can go swamp him. This keeps us on course for Bolas, and they now can't tap us off black. So this seems pretty good. And I just need to remember to crack this fetch land is what I need to do. And we hit red. Oh, nice! That's super good. So we hit the Lackey, which is hilarious, and we also hit the Reb for the Bolas. The fact that this gets rebbed is definitely rough, but I guess Teferi does too, so it is what it is. So, still very much looking like it's going to be untapped Slam Bolas, I think. We'd only really get punished by War Chief plus Poopers. That's okay. So now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I kind of want to go... Depending on what they play, I might go Marsh Casualties, kill this. I can't kill that. That's a little bit more annoying. Let's see what we draw. Let's remember to crack the fetch. I might go kill this, shatter this, and then see what else we've got. And we will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do I need to get? Badlands, I think? I think I need to get Badlands. Yes. What do I do now? I have to kill one of these. I think I'm just going to go Kolaghan's Command, kill this, shatter this, and I'll probably do it now, to be honest, and I'll play the Scalding Tarn. I could do it in their upkeep, but I don't think there's any reason to be honest. I haven't got any creatures to get back. Yeah, I don't think this matters when I do it, honestly. Discard a card, does 2 damage. Destroy target artifact, does 2 damage. Yeah, this seems fine. In case they randomly have some way of interacting with anything at instant speed, like that's definitely what I'm going to do this turn. Hopefully they play some 1/1s so we can get this Marsh Casualties fired off. If they don't, hopefully they just don't play anything, honestly, but I'm sure they will. Okay, that's pretty rough, actually. So removal spell plus Bolas would be ideal. Deluge is kind of interesting. So I kind of just want to pass the turn now, if I'm completely honest. The problem is, I guess this actually means they can hit us with a Lackey next turn, so I probably want to Deluge this turn. It's kind of annoying because it's only going to be a 1-for-1 since this already got a Lackey, but we did 2-for-1 with the him earlier. I think I need to him them now because if I get Lackeyed then it's almost all over and I need to do it off of the C. I think this is okay. Like the War Chief's so good. We'll play the... Probably just the Underground Sea out. I don't think it matters too much. Oh yeah, that may have made more sense. I didn't think about kicking that. Yeah, that's a good shout. That's probably what I should have done, actually. Really good point. Really, really good point. Well, at least we played around the Lackey, which is good. Okay, now we're all good, I think. Because we've got... Oh no, they've got the port. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so we can't quite do both. The question now is, do I tick down with the Bolas on the Lackey? I suppose they probably just tick up actually because yeah, I think so they can't actually I think I just cast the Bolas, tick up, they have to exile something, they won't be able to kill this next turn because they have to hit me with this, and then I can clear up with the Marsh Casualties. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think that's actually fine. Yeah, I think we're just going to tick up with this. I don't think we need to do anything else now. And we can actually now just push the Lackey, which we will do. So this should be pretty much wrapped up at this point. Let's get the right land. Let's get a Badlands, I think. And now we've got him to clear up some other stuff. We've got a Marsh Casualties. So Ringleader would be annoying. They probably basically need to Ringleader now, or we might just be able to run away with this. Yeah, Ringleader sucks. Boil? Get got. Good lord.
Dumpster.
Okay, well, I'm glad we got a Badlands. Gee whiz. Well, at least we get to clean up with him. So, to be perfectly honest, they're still not in... Oh no, we need to him first. So I need to him first, so that we get to take their lands with the Bolas. So they're actually still just going to get dumpstered, but... And they had a Pyrostatic Pillar in hand as well. Whew! I think we dodged... That worked out way better than it looked like it was going to on paper, to be honest. So I guess you wasteland a Badlands, but I don't know if you even want to do that, because you want to cast a Ringleader. I don't think I would have bothered with that personally, but nice. Oh, that was a sweet win. Although, as he says, it is kind of rough in that we did kill our fellow boys, which is very sad. But Bolas is very good. If you can get a Bolas on the board, after you've managed to clear everything away, it's pretty satisfying. So there probably should just be one in the deck instead of two. But because I've been trying to try out the Bolas, there's two in the deck just so we draw it more often, which is probably just dumb, but it's also just a sweet card. So we'll play the next one. I actually might go and make a coffee. No, I won't. I think I'll carry on. Okay, so we're 1 and 2. We lost a close one to mono green post. We lost. We timed out against frickin' Dredge. Yeah, we should be 2-1. We timed out against frickin' Dredge, Manaless Dredge, which in paper we definitely would have won, and we just won against the poor old best boys. I will have to do a boys stream at some point. Play some goblins on stream. We're on the play, which is nice. This hand seems fine. At least we're getting 7s that we can keep now. There's Dr. Bolas. Oh no, they've changed it. It doesn't say Dr. Oh no, it's just 'cause it's in my hand, I think. I think it's just 'cause it's in my hand. It says Dr. Bolas when it's in the deck manager, because it cuts off up to the DR. Thanks very much for the follow, Libro Laby. I think I missed that. Did I get Whisper Win 92? I think so. Thanks very much for the follows. Hope you're enjoying yourselves. And this is probably just a Tarn pass, I guess. I don't know what I'm pondering for yet. Now someone's going to say you should have pondered for a Force, but I think I want to protect my mana base. So Catacombs, so Bug, Lands, or Depths, I guess. Depths would be super rough. Although we've actually got a lot of Edicts, so maybe not. Basic Forest smells like Depths. Maybe Lands still. Maverick, I guess then. Could have been Maverick, that's true. Okay, so Maverick Elves, I suppose, as well. Should have pondered for him. Yeah, pondering for him makes sense. Fair enough. Okay, well, what we're going to do now is just cast a Strix. Yeah, pondering for him makes sense. I'm always just super cautious about Wasteland, but I probably shouldn't be. Hound Tribal, Dog Boys. Nice. Well, there you go. Punished. We can hymn them next turn, it's okay. Dog Boys sounds good. You should definitely build Dog Boys. That sounds great. I think I can get behind most decks that come under the Boys moniker. The Boys franchise of decks. Does this seem... Am I just blocking here? This seems weird. Surely this isn't... This can't be elves then if they're just doing this. This seems weird to me. I'm not going to block, I think. Because now I think it's Maverick, and they're going to play a Knight or something in a couple of turns, or maybe a Thalia or something. Because if it's Elves, surely you would not do this. This doesn't make any sense. So I think I'll let this go. I mean, they obviously must have enough mana if they're doing this, but... This smells like it might not be Elves if they're doing that. Or they're just, I don't know, just seems like a super weird attack if it's Elves. Nice. We sniffed it out. I guess, so they must have a Knight in hand then. The Thalia is kind of annoying, but we can kind of work our way through that. So now I guess we'll get another Underground Sea, I think. Just so they can't wasteland us off black, I suppose. And we will hymn them. So we hit Stoneforge, which seems great. Yeah, so it's a shame we didn't cast out on the first turn, because it would have made the mana efficiency a lot better. I don't know, Grixis always feels like it's kind of tough sometimes for Maverick to fight through. So I assume this is going to be a Knight. Well, was I supposed to block the Arbor? I can't block this. I don't think I want to block the Arbor. What? You think block the Arbor? Oh, I see. That makes sense. Yeah. Fair enough, Pete. Look, I am super gullible. We know this, so... and I can't K-command it back anyway, I guess, at the moment, because I've got the Thalia in play, which is kind of doing the dirty at the moment. Now I'm regretting not blocking this. I should have thought about Edict. So this means that the Edict's now not very good. Yeah, I could have drawn land, killed Thalia. I also could have drawn an Edict, which I have done, and then I don't care which one gets Edicted. No, you're right. I should have blocked. I didn't think about it enough. So I think I still have to cast the Edict. But we're going to start getting wastelanded, which is pretty annoying. Yeah, no, take care, Pete. All right, I think I'm gonna. I think the only thing I can do this turn is Edict them. I could hymn this turn, but I don't know that it matters that much. They've only got one card, and I need to get some of this stuff off the board. I suppose the fact that the Edict's only going to take the Dryad Arbor makes it a lot worse, so maybe I should just hymn them. But I'm definitely going to get wastelanded. I suppose there's an argument I should just ponder as well. Maybe. To try and find more lands. I think I'm actually going to ponder, because this means next turn, so if they do the same attack next turn, I can block the Dryad Arbor, and then I've definitely got a land in play to Edict the Knight or the Thalia. I think that's probably what I need to do, because otherwise I'm just going to get locked out, so I think I need to do this. That can probably go on the top. Yeah, that doesn't really matter, we can make our mind up about that in a minute. And then we can also block something with the Snapcaster as well if we need to, I guess. But I think it's right to cast the Preordain there, because I'm going to get locked out of mana very quickly otherwise. I need to catch up on clock again, unsurprisingly. Okay, that's fine. That's kind of annoying for the future, but it isn't the worst at the moment. Okay, so now we will definitely trade the Dryad Arbor with the Strix. If they have Ramunap Excavator, I guess they wouldn't have played the land out, so it doesn't really matter. And if we draw... So I think I might fetch as well, actually. I might fetch for a swamp. The use is pretty annoying, but we can fight through that. Now I think it's fine to just untap and draw the Brainstorm. I don't know, it's probably way too slow in Modern, honestly. Like in Legacy, you often have these super grindy games where you trade a bunch of resources and then you can like top deck or resolve something like this and it's fine. And it's often you have matchups where you don't have a lot of creatures to pressure them, but in Modern you just don't have that you don't have the sort of protection and removal that you need to keep this around and set the board up to where you want it. So you probably just get completely crushed by something that kills you in 3 turns way before this hits the board. So probably unlikely that it's any good in Modern, unfortunately. Anyway, yeah, so I think we'll draw that, that's fine. Let's just start edicting them. And this means we can also, I guess we actually can't Brainstorm. Hey, how's it going? How's it going, Barra? So any of these that they edict is pretty good for us, honestly. I imagine they get rid of the Thalia. Are they going to get rid of the U's? That also makes sense. There's not that many creatures. I guess there's 2 creatures. And this stops Snapcaster Mages, but I guess this also stops Snapcaster Mages. And this is going to be better in combination with a Wasteland, so that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. For the Bolas, he gets all the loyalties of all the other walkers on the battlefield, which is pretty good. So, like if you have a Jace in play, then you play Bolas, you get to uptick with the Mind Sculpt, and you get 2 turns until you get to the ultimate, which is kind of cool. So we're probably just going to get Wastelanded twice here and lose, I suppose. We kind of need to hit, I guess a Fatal Push would be good. Because we could crack the Bloodstained Mire and push the Knight. Yeah, you don't necessarily need to do that. That's like just one thing you can do. But no. The Bolas abilities themselves are great. Like the +1 is so good. Like it's so often that if it's like a situation like this, if the Bolas is on the board, they'd have to. I mean, it's pretty good. Right, we're just dead anyway, I think. There's like nothing we can really do. We can't snap edict. Yeah, I just don't think there's any options, are there? I guess we can Brainstorm, but then what do we even hit with the Brainstorm? Nothing. We can't crack a fetch. Yeah, we're just dead. Okay. Sweet. So that kind of makes sense. So we ended up with basically non-basics the whole way through that game and just got ranched by Knight. If I'd blocked the Dryad Arbor a turn sooner, I would have been able to edict a turn sooner, but I still don't know that it would have made much difference, honestly. So we know we need to prioritize what do you call it? Developing basic lands next turn. Oh, that's a shame. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know when they last did, actually. I think so. I don't think I've actually played Pauper in a very long time, to be fair. Okay, so Narset's not the best. Everything else is probably fine though. Could probably cut a him. Is Spellbomb worth it? I guess Engineered Explosives is probably just better. I don't think anything else is worth bringing in. Yeah, E versus Mum makes a ton of sense. This is only the second time I've actually ever played Grixis Control, so it's highly likely that I'm going to make very suboptimal decisions. But this, I think, seems fine. We've also been slogging it out every single round this stream, so starting to get a little bit brain fried. Yes, we'd love to play first. But thanks to everybody that's still hanging around, watching. Very much appreciate everybody hanging around. This is a mulligan easily. This is probably fine, to be honest, at this point. And I guess it's almost tempting just to like keep these two and all 4 lands, but to be honest, probably just bottom of Badlands at this point, I suppose, and then play the Underground Sea. You just play the deck to beat Eldrazi, nice. That does seem to be quite popular at the moment. So hopefully we don't get wastelanded. That's good. So now we can just hymn them. This is not the worst situation. Yeah, suffering from success much, I guess. This definitely isn't a 5-0 stream. This is a 3-2-2-3 stream for sure. Well, I guess the deck was just amazing then. Yep, so that's absolutely fine. We can just push that. So we don't need to do anything else at the moment. Ah, nice. Well, it's super confusing though, because all of these Planeswalkers have so many different interactions. There's like so much stuff going on at the moment. There's so many new Planeswalkers that people are trying. All these different passive abilities that are floating around. It's not trivial. Pretty sure he should have just gone for probably the Underground Sea, I guess. Like, I think you want to take double black before you take double blue. But could be wrong, I suppose. That's fine. Definitely want to push the Hierarch over the Thalia. That's probably fine. I guess lands would be nice, but I'm... So the Hierarch insulates against the Triumph anyway. So if I edict at any point in the near future, it's only going to hit the Hierarch as it is. I could Brainstorm into land him again, which is unlikely. Like I don't know. I probably want to Brainstorm this turn, but I also could just hope that he misses his land drop and he doesn't get to play his Knight next turn if I hymn this. So I think I'm probably better off just hymning. Like if I miss with the Brainstorm, which is quite possible. Like if I hit, because I suppose I could hit a land and then still Triumph. Still cast the Triumph. And he might just have a third land anyway. Yeah, and I suppose if I hit a land I can then snap I can then snap push before edicting as well, possibly. I suppose I really just need to hit land drops. So I think I'll do this. Okay, so that sucked. But it does mean we can play Engineered on 1 and we can force a Knight. So I'll probably go Snapcaster Mage, Triumph for now, and I'll probably just play this on 1 just to use mana. Hey, how's it going, Julian? The sound should not be muted. I might have just had my hand in front of my mouth. Oh, that's good. Seems to be for you. Weird that you responded to. Oh, it works now. Fair enough. Good. Had a local issue. Okay, good. I wasn't sure if you were just trolling me. Seems to be the theme. Oh, you responded to FGC. Fair enough. Sorry, yesterday was Troll Fest Supreme, so... Okay, so this didn't work out in the best possible way. We'll definitely force this, though. We've got a Snapcaster on top, so we can get rid of that. And probably just... I don't know what's on top after this now, so I think I'm just going to Preordain still. So I need to just hit lands. I don't need the snap. I suppose I could go top actually. That's probably fine. And then this way, if they play something obnoxious, I can shuffle away the Snapcaster, crack the Engineered Explosives on 1, and then edict them on my turn. Whereas if they don't play anything good, I can just draw the Snapcaster Mage and then we're all good. So I think this works out fine. I just need to play more quickly, which is always my problem. Okay, so this is definitely going to make us edict. So we'll get rid of the Snapcaster Mage. Probably just get, I guess, another... Probably just get a Volcanic Island. Crack this. And then we can edict them. Like, we need to get this off the board. That's pretty good. Now we can just pass through this. That's fine. Have to spend black mana on that. Weirdly enough. No, you're right. It's the only people in chat never troll. Twitch chat's never like that, especially not this one. Yep, that makes sense. Ooh, rough.
What am I gonna do?
Please don't have a land. That's at least a small mercy. Okay, I guess that's like better than nothing. Okay, that's fine. Getting rid of the mum's really good. So hopefully they don't draw a bunch of lands. Oh. Not looking good for the home team. Not looking good for the home team. Okay, that's pretty good. And actually I probably want to do this off of the Volcanic Island in case I draw an Inquisition. That's still fine. Okay, so clawing our way back into this, I guess. So we can snap Edict, snap push, there's a bunch of things we can do. Probably snap Edict. Okay, that's pretty rough. Still can snap Edict though, which is good. Cradle could be scary. Hopefully he doesn't have Green Suns for the ultimate rub-ins. So probably just snap push the tracker. Unless anything else happens. There's probably not a lot else that he can play that is more urgent than the tracker to get rid of anyway. I wonder if he's playing the new Vivian. Have you tried the new Vivian and Maverick, Julian, if you're still around? Not the 3 CMC one. She seems underwhelming. Oh, you're playing 3 barrow. Ooh, this is super bad. So we need to crack this anyway. That was not a good draw. I guess we could actually cast Bolas next turn, to be fair. So let's get a Underground Sea. That's probably fine. And let's push this tracker. Although, I suppose to be fair, I could potentially just push the Mother of Runes since we have the Strix. That's probably better. Yeah, that's probably just better. Let's play this, actually. I suppose it doesn't really matter what I do. Yeah, I should probably just push the Strix, in which case I shouldn't have fetched. But there you go. I am not the smartest. But he can't attack, which I sort of forget about. So Bolas at the top would be great. Yeah, the 5... Oh, you tried the... Oh yeah, I get you. That makes sense. How did 5 CMC Vivian compare to the big Nissa? Nissa Vital Force is pretty good. I guess they both kind of do a similar thing, although one of them is a little bit grindier in terms of getting things from the graveyard, and the other one has the inevitability of getting the ultimate, I suppose. That's pretty rough. So Bolas will still be great here. So this is a knight. We can kill the knight with the Bolas. Spot removal would be really good though. We're just going to get buried by the library tracker combination going on here. Yep. So kind of super need spot removal for this knight, which we're rapidly running out of options for. Oh, not quite. Can't quite cast that. So That will be good for next turn if we survive. So I guess what we'll do is go Swamp Deluge and keep the Snapcaster Mage, I suppose. Although it might, I guess since we can't get any value off this, it might even be better just to stack it like this. This is probably better because we probably have to Deluge next turn no matter what, and we're better off just playing the land out. That's probably fine. So Deluge is probably one of the best draws actually. And then we got Snap, Triumph, Snap, Brainstorm potentially to follow up with. We will probably just lose to the tracker and library though. We're super far behind. Actually, we might not be able to. We actually can't try. What am I trying to say? We can't actually deluge next turn anyway. Okay, so we're just dead. So we can't deluge because the knight can make itself a 10-10, and the GT means we're actually just now dead, which sucks. Which is a real shame because we did time out versus Manless Dredge earlier in a game that we definitely would have won. So instead of being 1 and 2 at the moment, in theory and paper we'd be 2 and 1. So. Oh, that's a real shame. Yeah, nothing we can do about that. And there's no. We'll quickly test and see if they do forget to tap the knight, but it seems highly unlikely. Oh no, we actually can't because we took damage anyway, did we? Yeah. Okay, no worries. Boo!
Wow, it's all savage, wrecked, absolutely taken down.
Well, thanks everyone that's still hanging around with us. We're going to play the last match, so we should be 2 and 2. Morally, we're 2 and 2. But we'll see if we can take the last one. I am a bit too slow for grindy blue decks while streaming, to be honest. But it's something I need to improve at, so it's all good practice. So while we're waiting, I know we've queued into it, that's fine. I guess the decklist is on Cardboard Live anyway. Sweet, well we've been on the play I think most of these rounds, which is pretty nice. So we'll mull this because we only have 1 land, and this is probably just a keep. And we kind of have to keep the double force, which kind of sucks, but we can just bottom a land I suppose. It's kind of a weird one, but get rid of one of the Tarns and this should be okay. Probably just lead on Mire. So I can get a Badlands with this. Doesn't really matter, I can get anything with either, but I'd like to get. Guess it doesn't matter. Let's see what we draw. Okay, so Preordain Island smells like show and tell. Could still be Storm, I guess, as well, potentially. Does Storm play Preordain? It doesn't, does it? Does Storm just play Ponder? Am I just having a brain fart moment? Looks like possibly show and tell. Okay, so either way round, it's probably not something that plays Wasteland. So let's get Underground Sea Badlands and just slam this him. So him +4 seems pretty good here. Oh, Oh, geez, Energy Field. Okay. Seems good against the Grixis deck. Although, to be fair, the fact we've got Jace plus Bolas means... Oh, yeah, of course, it's Adelaide 240477 who plays Energy Field deck. I forgot about that entirely. Sweet. Okay, so let's play a Strix. I guess we'll hold up the Badlands. This could be kind of loose in case I draw like counter magic, but or like a Brainstorm or something. That's fine. That doesn't matter. Yeah, I completely forgot that this is the Energy Field Rip deck. That's definitely going to eat a Force of Will. If this gets forced back, no, okay, that's okay. Yeah, let's thoroughly block Delver, which is nuts. Okay, this is pretty good. So the Bolt isn't very good in this matchup, to be honest. And this can pressure their hand a little bit, I suppose. So I think it's worth binning the Bolt. It's like not the best, but it's better. I think it's better than keeping the Bolt. Because they need lands, they need everything at the moment. They need lands and they need spells, so whereas we don't really care about the Bolt. So I think it's fine to uptick there. Damn, save a land and probably something. Okay, that's fine, so we'll Edict and then we can Bolt afterwards. So this actually works out really nicely. This also could be a bluff, I guess, but it seems unlikely. Nice, okay. That sucks. This is definitely the one you'd rather counter. I think I'm just going to tick this up and bin the him. Like, it's not doing anything. That's fine. And to be honest, it's probably still worth just doing this. Because we can, well, we can't snap it back, I suppose, but sure. So this just uses up our clock. Okay, that's pretty good. Oh crap. That was an F8, not a... I clicked the wrong hotkey. I suppose I don't... Yeah, I should have... That was so annoying. Wow, okay. So we'll just cast this. That was a huge punt. It's because I've got hotkeys bound to 1 and 2 and I accidentally misclicked. Only the highest quality content, folks. So this would be on 6 this turn. Hopefully that doesn't just bite us in the butt massively. I guess they can just shoot it with this anyway. Yeah, so it doesn't really matter. Well, that means it would survive one more turn, which isn't necessarily the worst thing. Okay, so this is pretty good. Oh, crap. No! I guess they might have countered it anyway. That was so dumb. I was like, oh, I can make them discard the counterspell before casting my Preordain. This is definitely going to hell in a handbasket. Maybe we can just kill them in time. We'll see what happens. Jeez. Okay, that is actually just fine. Hopefully we just beat him down with this. This matchup does not seem very good though. Planes, takes a draw another cards. They're not killing any of these yet, which is good. Brainstorm, I guess, to find the energy field, and then we're basically done. Well, no, we need to find. Actually, no, we are basically done because we can't remove this from the field. So actually, Keranos is super rough because if they end up setting up the Rip Helm combo, we can't win with a Bolas because they have Keranos. So that's kind of rough. And we have no way of getting rid of this unless they just happen to have 7 blue in blue. So they need 5 blue loyalty, whatever it is, to do that. Okay, so we're just dead, probably. That goes on top. We need to find Force of Will now, basically. And they have the Ponder. Jeez. So are we just flat out dead? No, I suppose, because we've got Liliana. So we can separate the piles. Okay, so there is still a way back into this, I guess. So he needs to not flip anything with this. Let's not be a Burke again. That's fine. So let's do this. So he needs to not flip anything for 2 turns with the Liliana. Which he did. Oh, this is miserable. Yeah, it's good stuff. Good stuff happening over here. Yeah, that doesn't matter. Okay, so 3 more turns of him not hitting. Yeah. At least we're catching up on clock, I guess. That actually doesn't matter. I don't think there's any point activating that because it doesn't do anything. There's nothing we can find at the moment. So I think we'll leave that high because we also don't want him to be able to kill it with the Mentor yet. This is game 1, yes. I'm just trying to catch up on clock. And if he misses... Oh, he's actually going to kill the Narset. Fair enough. I guess we're 2 turns off getting to this yet anyway. That seems fine. And he's just going to be able to attack into the Mentor, attack into the Liliana with the Mentor tokens. I should just auto yield through this whole turn. So at least post board will have Red Elemental Blast to get rid of the energy fields. It's fine, we can tick up. And it's still better to leave this in play, I think, because he has to bolt it with the Keranos potentially, and it means if he draws a Ponder or Brainstorm it doesn't do anything, so... Unfortunately, he did draw something. So we need him to miss for 2 more turns, which he's not managed to do so far. He needs to hit lands 2 turns in a row. Oh no, we need him to miss for 1 more turn, sorry. So he needs to miss this turn and then we have a chance. So please miss. Damn it. So probably worth conceding at this point. I guess we're still just not dead. I guess you may as well try and catch up on clock until he manages to kill the Liliana. I suppose it's probably fine. How ribbons? Okay, sweet. So we are actually just dead. Nice. Yeah, my islands are nice. Rob Alexander all the way. Okay, so these are great. This is great. These are great. Don't think we really need anything else. I guess Deluge from Mentor might be okay. I suppose I'll see how that goes. Lily doesn't seem great, although it is a way of separating the combo, I suppose. Him's probably still good. I guess they do. So Bolt's pretty bad. Kolaghan's command is probably also pretty bad because, to be honest, I guess it kills Helm, but it's unlikely to kill Helm in time. We're probably not buying things back from the graveyard because of Rip. Do I just want to cut Snapcasters? Because everything else seems fine. I could cut Strix. I cut a Strix too. I guess actually these. No, that's good. That's probably bad. That's probably better. Need Blood Moons. Nice. I guess I don't really want push either. So maybe this. Elderspell. I suppose. Yeah. No, we've not actually had a... This is the first matchup where we brought it in. Everything else has been non-Planeswalker decks, pretty much. How about this? What do you think about this? This seems like a reasonable hedge. Like, Kolaghan's command, probably not buying anything back, probably not dealing in damage, and destroying the artifact is not going to be that good. I think that's okay. We'll try this. Be nice to try and get this one. Okay, this seems very good. This seems very, very good. At least you don't have to... I suppose you might be playing Back to Basics. I don't know if they actually play Back to Basics. Or maybe they play Blood Moon. I could have cut a land. Yeah, that's true. I could have cut a land. That makes sense. Alright, so we'll go turn 1 Preordain, I think. Oh no, I can go Inquisition, can't I? That makes more sense. This hand seems great. I have 4 Preordains, as suggested by current members of the chat. So this is 4 Preordain, 4 Brainstorm. He back to basics yesterday? Fair enough. So I guess now I just need to find lands, right? Because I'm a Dungus, I think, is the answer to that. Yeah, because I got a red blast. I should have taken the Brainstorm, probably. Yeah, I agree. I'm not the smartest man, and this is going to get easily easily flustered as well. Yeah. Basically, because I'm a complete tool is the answer. You would have taken the red. That also makes sense, yeah. Well, if I was a smart man, that's probably what I would have done. But unfortunately, I'm not a smart man, so... Well, nothing I can do about that, unfortunately. Francis loves me the most, so... That's pretty rough. I guess I can Inquisition them now, which is good. So I will put back... Actually, that's not the worst draw. So let's put back the Angrath. Probably do this for now. And we can cast this Inquisition and take something else. Probably the Red Blast, I suppose, at this point. Whew, Leyline. Nice. Let's just clear this. And now we can clear the Red Blast. Francis, you've got the Bog Squad badge. Take Brainstorm now. I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say something different this time. It doesn't matter. So he can counterspell the engineered explosives, so we'll just pass. This is fine. Do I just reb the crap out of this Brainstorm? I feel like I should just reb this now. I know things change. I was thinking about it as well, but this also means I can reb the Brainstorm and not get my... I guess you can't reb this anyway, but I kind of want to reb this. Like, I'm not doing anything for a couple of turns, so I think this is probably fine. He can't counterspell it. Seems fine to me. Nice. So we don't know what the top card of our deck is. So I might now cast the Engineered Explosives just to get this counterspell out of his hand. To be honest, I suppose I could also force it, but I don't think that's worth it. Yeah, I think this is fine. Yeah, there you go. See, I did it without you even telling me. Nice. Okay, this looks sweet. Now we've got force back up on the Narset. Okay, do I force the reb? Because this seems pretty important to resolve, honestly. This seems pretty forcible. They've got a ley line and things that we don't know. But I think this is pretty good, so I kind of like forcing here. And we get to find something off of this anyway, so it doesn't make the force as bad. Nice. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. Oh, boo!
To the dumpster!
Oh, we can't even cast the flipping him. That's rough. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that doesn't matter really. Hello, yes. You give me a kiss, That's pretty good. So I can't hymn them anymore though, which kind of sucks, but we might be able to do a Brainstorm to get rid of that. Nothing else we need to do this turn. Yeah, no more hymns for us, does suck. If only there was a blast that interacted with white stuff. That'll do. Yeah, I mean, nothing wrong with drawing some more of those. Wow, this F8 key is so good. I can't believe I never played with it before. How dumb am I? And don't answer that. I think this is fine just to slam Jace here. I don't know. I don't know how I get, I don't know how I really get... I think I need to do something, so I'm going to play the Jace. I don't have any backup for it, but if it resolves, we'll be in good shape. If it doesn't resolve, then so be it. Yep, it's fine. Now we'll probably get ranched by something being resolved next turn, but we can at least Pyroblast the energy field. Thanks so much for the follow, Yoshi Kitty Kana. I think I said that right. Yeah, I know. I just have everything. I do have a lot of stops. That is very true. Yeah, energy field doesn't do anything yet. It's probably Helm. Okay, this. Okay, so we're just dead. Oh man, that sucks. Oh. Why aren't you an instant? And even if you're an instant, it doesn't do anything. Yeah. I don't think there's obviously no way out of this, so. I at least want to cast some of my spells. Yeah, why didn't I Fluster the Helm? Exactly. That was a misclick. That was actually just a misclick. I should have Flustered the Helm. Boo!
Wow, what do you say after that one? Brutal,
this matchup does seem kind
savage,
of rough.
wrecked, absolutely taken down.
Alright, sweet. Well, thanks for sticking around anyway. I'll quickly go through the deck list for those that might have joined late. So this is what we're playing. I guess it's on Cardboard Live as well, but all in all, felt pretty good. These seem pretty good. Like there should probably just be 2 of these from now on. This was really impressive actually. Angrath Rampage was very good. Like in terms of serious testing, I think this card felt great. Nice Maverick deck. The Elderspell we never used. This is kind of more of a meme inclusion. I don't know. We haven't really done anything to evaluate that. This card continues to impress, despite its difficulty in casting. In the real world, you should probably just have one of these, but I think one of these is probably pretty good, to be honest. Like it's expensive, but if it resolves, it's pretty much answer it or you lose, which I guess a lot of Planeswalkers are. But this puts them under more pressure than say a Jace might potentially in terms of just ending the game. I think everything else seems good. The Preordains were pretty nice actually. They're pretty good. And yeah, I think the only change I'd consider making is this. But we don't have enough information yet, so I should probably run it main. I don't know if I should run this main. I agree to do a lot of the things that get suggested, but I don't know if running this in the main deck is what I should be agreeing to at the moment. Maybe I should stick some Disenchants in the main deck as well, or some Pyroblasts. Seems sensible. Alright, let's go to the... What are we? 2-3. Technically we're 2-3. We didn't get a 1-4 because we did time out against Dredge, but we would have beaten Dredge in the real world. So I think I'm going to call this a 2-3. Blast is good main. Yeah, makes sense. Against all the Maverick and D&T that's running around at the moment, Blast seems good in the main. Yeah, Preordain felt really nice. I agree that was a good change for this list. So 10 out of 10 would run Preordain again. But I think, yeah, I'd probably just run this back as it is, to be honest. I don't know what to play tomorrow though. I think I'm going to try and stream again tomorrow. What is it, Thursday? So I should be streaming tomorrow anyway. I don't know. I might play this. I might try Maverick again. I probably will just play this, to be honest, because it's been really fun. So yeah, 1 PM tomorrow I'll be back. Thank you, Francis, for the Twitch Prime sub. That's amazing. That's very touching. Francis now gets to use the sexy Bog Boys emotes. And nobody else does, other than me and Francis. Wow, they don't overlap very nicely, but on the OBS overlay. But yeah, more people should join the Bog Squad. It's a good thing to be a part of. If you're not part of the Bog Squad, then what really are you? I don't know. All right, I'm gonna end it there. Thanks for hanging around. It's been really good fun, and we'll be back tomorrow, probably with the same thing. Hopefully with some improved piloting and less timing out, which would be great. So cheers everybody, and take it easy. Oh, and if you want to watch replays, there's a YouTube link underneath the stream. And if you want to watch the Bog Boys challenge, etc., that's also there. But yeah, cheers everybody. And yeah, Callum, you are nothing. You are just filth, dirt.